Hey Fluff Bunnies, it's your girl Fluffy and I'm back with another video. But before we get started, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you can be notified when I drop another video or decide to go live. So today, I come with sad news. It is unfortunate that I have to tell you that Naya Rivera has now been presumed to be drowned in a California lake here. You guys know I live in California, and this is a lake that I used to go to very often as a kid, and we used to take our boat out and go fishing. So I'm very familiar with the lake. So the lake is called Lake Piru. It's about 40 feet deep. It's more on the up northern part. It's out of Los Angeles County, so you kind of like go up into the mountains and near Gorman, things like that. And it's a really nice lake. So what we do know about Naya Rivera is that yesterday she went out with her young son, who's 4 years old, and she rented a pontoon. Those of you who don't know what a pontoon is, we usually refer to those as like the party boats. Like, you have different types of boats for different types of things, right? So obviously if you're going to be fishing, you're going to be on a fishing boat, or if you're going to be speeding around and doing water activities, you have like a speedboat. And then the pontoons are like when you have like 8 to 15 people that want to be on the boat and they're hanging out, they're drinking and partying. So this is the kind of boat that she rented yesterday. So she was out on the lake with her son. They were assumed to be going swimming, in the lake. So getting on and off of the boat in different parts of the lake. However, what happened was the boat she rented was due back at 4 p.m. Usually most lakes close around 6 or 7, but when they do like rentals, it's not an all day thing. It's only from certain hours to a certain hour. And the boat never turned up. So because the boat never turned up, of course, they're going to go looking for their boat to see, hey, what's going on? What's taking them so long? Did the boat break down? X, Y, and Z. So the working team over at Piru Lake ended up going out and finding the boat. So when they got to the boat, they noticed that only the son was on the boat. Son is on the boat, but he was sleeping. They asked the son, who, mind you, he's 4 years old. So imagine trying to get some information out of a 4-year-old. And what they did get was that they went swimming and mommy never got back on the boat. So here we have it. Okay, that is the saddened part, is that mommy never came back up. So when the little boy got back on the boat by himself, which he knew how to do because this is something that they've done before, and he ends up getting on the boat, and because he's waiting for his mom, he fell asleep. However, mommy hasn't showed up yet. So the young boy is now safely back with other family members, with his family. So the child is safe. However, yesterday, you can only search a lake with the sunlight. So because they found the boat so late after 4 p.m., the search was cut short. However, this morning they did resume the search. So at daylight. So they started the search probably somewhere around 6 a.m. They are still searching. Again, this lake is up to 40 feet deep in certain areas. And one of the conditions that would be working against the dive team that's actually probably looking for her is that in that area it's very windy. I've been on that lake before, and when you go in certain coves of that lake, right? Because a lake is never just a big circle. It's not like that. It's got coves and it curves and things like that. The wind can pick up very heavily there, which can cause a current. So overnight, her body could be anywhere in this lake by now. Anywhere. So they've shut the lake down to the public. The dive teams are out there. They're also using helicopters and drones to kind of find where her body is right now. So it doesn't seem to be a suicide. It may seem to be more of an accidental drowning. They did find a an adult size life jacket on board. So it's a possibility that she did get in the water and did not have on a life jacket, because she might be an experienced swimmer. She might have been an experienced swimmer in this lake. However, it's always recommended when you go out on a boat to always have on a life jacket, regardless if you are an expert swimmer or not. It's always recommended, because with the currents and things like that, the water becomes overpowering, and at least with the life jacket you would have been floating. So the thing is that they believe that she has drowned by this point, because they have not found her and she has not turned up, is that she would be drowned, but she's going to be underwater. So they're looking for her as of now. So she is presumed to have drowned at this point. You know, and that's sad, because this is someone who we've seen her in plenty of movies. We've seen her on Glee. We've seen her on Devious Maids. You might have saw her when she was first starting her career on The Royal Family with actress Jackée Harry. Excuse me. You may have seen her, you know, do cameo shows on the Bernie Mac show, Girlfriends. Off the top of my head, I think I even seen her on an episode of Soul Food. So she's got quite this large array of films that she's been in, and she has a heavy presence. And we know that it's heavy because if you go look on Twitter, several celebrities have tweeted out, you know, that they are hoping that she is okay, including Jackée, Harry Shum, several celebrities, if you just go and look. So it's very unfortunate that this has happened, and we are going to continue to pray for the family. So I hope that you guys send your condolences, and you know, and hopefully that she is found, and we go from there, because at this point she is presumed to have drowned. So it is an unfortunate turn of twist in this situation. You go out with your son just for, you know, a day in the, you know, just a day in the sun and in the water, and it ends tragic, you know. And here you have a young boy who is 4 years old who's losing his mother. So I'm sorry I had to report that, Fluffs. That was definitely hard. It was not easy. It's never easy reporting death. So with that being said, I hope today you guys tell your loved ones that you love them, because you never know what may happen. And we saw that with this situation. So I hope that you all at this point take that time to tell your family you love them and spend as much time as you can with them. So with that being said, Fluffs, I'm definitely done for the day, and I will see you guys on the next video.